Looks like we're live on everything. Got to put my disclaimer up for the YouTube and for everyone else. I'm not a licensed broker here. I'm not giving financial advice. There are risks associated with trading. Okay, let's get the screen back up. All right, so we'll being on the opening bell in 4 minutes. Don't expect a whole lot of volume today. I've had a couple people in other rooms say, don't even trade today. But you know what? Worst comes to worst, we'll trade, we'll practice, we'll get our signals down. I've got the autos going. Some of the autos. I've got the 20 range, the 20 uni, the 8 uni, and I've got gold. Change my charts around a little bit. I keep on going back of whether I want to trade the Stevens signal chart or trading my standard 8 uni chart. And I really like my standard 8 uni chart because I like seeing my quants. I like seeing what the larger charts are doing, the Laguerres. I did change my bias to 30, and I got rid of the middle indicators. So I just have green and pink to make things easy. Now whether I want to keep them, I think the indicators are, let me make sure I have the bias set at 30, I believe. And then I have 30 bias on my 50 range. And like I said, the 50 range determines the C2, but I like seeing this go to bias and my explosion chart, my explosion lines going up. Then I start looking for a trade in here. And that's what we will attempt to do today. Got 1 minute to open. Let's see how the autos do. I was gonna say if there's light enough volume, it might not even trigger a trade, but we'll see. Okay, off we go. All right, we are live at the bell. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. This is actually not a bad signal going down. But I'm going right down into my 50, so I need to be careful. Sound is perfect. Thanks, Duke. And season's greetings to everyone. Today is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve edition of Right Line Trading Live Futures Room. All right, well, the morning's starting out. We're getting a little bit of movement here. I feel that, well, let's just see where the market takes us.
Order submitted.
Okay, something took an order. I'm already getting a little bit of lag already.
Order filled.
That's surprising me. Yeah, that's right. Let's make some money. I would say that was probably one of my Steven signals that took a trade. I have those in the background on another workspace. Okay, we got a flat 50 right here, so you know right now we've got, if I draw a box here, it's going to be a pretty, we can try it. Might be a little, gosh, look at that, I'm already getting some lag. That's crazy. I mean, I hate to say it, but I bet we'll draw it on here. Went right into the volume zone. Started kicking in right here. You probably could have gotten a little piece of it, but that was pretty fast. I'll take that off. It's a little confusing for people. We know we've got a volume zone up here we got to get through. Like I said, you might have been able to pick this up. Pretty good signal, actually. Going right into a C2. But it's flat. It's got to get through this volume zone. It's got to get through this 50. And I really want to see my brushes get through this explosion line. And with the explosion line going up, I don't care if it's going down or up. It just needs to always be going up for a move. Squeezing right back into this 50. Flat 50. You don't really usually want to trade a flat 50. From our past experience, those members in my morning room know that when we put a 50 up and we see losses, we can always lead back to it was a flat 50 we were trying to trade. Good volume, not going anywhere, but there's good volume.
Order submitted.
Good pullback. Starting to get my quants. I like that.
Order filled.
I mean, there is some room. We could take this up. But
Order submitted. Order canceled.
I had it on the wrong one. Oh, Craig. Come on. All that time I was in the room and I didn't change my NDT. I would have had that. Okay. All right, no problem. Before you start trading, make sure your account matches your signal. 2-minute drone's up. I haven't set my 2-minute drone up yet. I have my my 8 unis and my 20 up. I'll get those set up. Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning, Rory. I'll get my my 2 minutes set up over break. Break. I don't have a break. I keep on thinking of my daughter's Christmas break. I will get them set up over Christmas. Right into the volume zone. Let's see how things take off here. You could have gotten a little piece right here. I didn't have my account set up over there. Working off of a new ATM. Eight unis up. Let's see. Oh, hang on.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Nope.
Order filled.
go. I waited for my pullback, waited for my signal here. Could have gotten maybe a tad bit early, but trying to be a little...
Stop filled.
All right, made $100 on that. Let me check my... whoop.
Order submitted.
We're a little far extended, has me a little concerned. I made diffs a bit higher than I'd like it.
Order
I'm
canceled.
going to close that order. Huh. Well, that's interesting that you've got your scalper up. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, here we go.
Order filled.
Must be my lag, because I'm not showing I am not showing that on my on my end. I have I might have to change just my settings how I have it. I'm not showing the same results that you have. My 8 up and 20 up are both down. All right. Let's just see where we go. Okay, we're going into the volume zone here. We know what we're looking for. We need our, we've got our C2. We've got to get the 50 beyond this point. Our MA diff was a little high when we were looking at this signal right here. Right to the volume zone, and I was waiting for my 50 to break loose. 50 might have to come back and kiss the 50 right here. This price might have to come back down. It's getting a little far ahead of itself here. Might do a double top, might go through. Got a feeling though it might be wanting to retrace a little bit. We do have news at 7. I don't think it's going to be much of a mover. This is good seeing some of this in live action here, because right now I want to take the trades that look like the brushes going up, along with our quants. And I'm not getting it. Now sometimes I've noticed with this chart, the initial move you'll get the brushes through. The secondary move, you might have the brushes underneath and the orange angling up north. We'll see what happens. The NQ scalper, I believe, is
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Active bots on other account. I have my my 8 unis. Hey Kenneth. I have my 8 unis going off on the bots on the Steven, was it the Super Scalper or whatever? I'm not sure what it's called now. Let me look. Match your trading style. I'm using the Steven drone. But I will check out your I'll have to look at the most recent names on these, make sure I'm using the same one, because I'd like to match what the room is doing. Now this is all retracement right here. Remember I said that the 50's got to go back? This is exactly what it's doing now. You're not going to see any type of bias here. Okay, it backed up a little bit, very shallow retracement. And you too, Arthur. Have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Blew off. You have to reboot. You too, Arthur. I was going to say I want one more candle get above this. Arthur, you might want to go to your data series and put everything down to 1500 instead of days. That's helped me.
Order submitted.
Well, didn't want my order.
Order submitted.
Nope.
Order canceled.
Nothing on gold yet today. I haven't had any gold trades for at least, yesterday I didn't have any gold trades either. I ran it all day long. I think our volume just, let's see what happens at 7 o'clock when there's a little news that comes out. Like I said, I'm not expecting a whole lot today. Gold is trending today. I have nothing. No trades yet. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm looking at my gold chart right here. Kind of going a little, and the volume's not horrendous right now. There we go. Let's see if it pops through. You got a C2 going up. Brushes are pointing down.
Order submitted.
Don't have my acceleration die yet.
Order
I'm
canceled.
closing it out. I need my acceleration dot, or I at least want to see the Ligure get into this zone here. I'm not quite buying into it yet. Hasn't really cleared this volume zone on the 50.
Order submitted.
There we go.
Order filled.
Rejecting my order. Well, it's either going to be a neutral event or it's going to go up here. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's popping up. No, I've got an auto trail on this, so I'm just going to let it go.
Stop filled.
Oh, you're talking about 4x gold. Okay. Just got another little 100 there. That's it. Oh, for it? Okay.
Order submitted.
Yep.
Order filled.
Come on, go.
Stop filled.
Saw that coming. Oh, nice. Let it go. I could have saved myself a little pain there.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Or at least not have had as much of a loss there. Come on. It seems like it's as not as pretty as this trade is. It looks like it's, if this 50 turns green, this could possibly shoot up a little bit. I don't like how my brushes are going down here.
Stop filled.
All right. There's a neutral event. And that was not the best trade, especially when I let it give me a full loss. And it was flat. Well, that was the news at 7. That's it. And we're pretty much done the news. We might have some more at 10 o'clock our time, but I think that's right at the close because the markets close early today. And I will not be here next. What I'm trading is manual, yes. I have autos on several trades. I have the auto on the 20 Unirenko. I have an auto on an 8 Unirenko on another workspace. And what I'm doing is I'm trading manually on the 8 Unirenko, following the rules set forth by our right line trading using the money flow tracker. And then a lot of people will trade the autos manually. They'll manage their stops. Let it take the trade and manage the stops. That's really a very good way of doing it. Because there are times when you are definitely not going to be as smart as the bots. But you'll look at the money you're making and maybe you'll want to push up your stop, or see something and maybe exit a little bit earlier. Are the manual indicators different from the bot indicators? Well, I mean, there's certain rules that the bots adhere to. For example, you can set your bot not to trade into a volume zone or a pivot. Well, those would be the same rules that we would adhere to when you're manually trading. You can yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's one thing that I'd like to see it do, and I don't know if it can. And that has to do with, and that's what I need to talk to Rory about, is I like to trade. I'm very sensitive to the 50 range when it comes to the 8 uni. And it may be the equivalent of a volume zone, but I know when you're trading into a 50 moving average, whether you're bouncing down from it, going through it, it takes a little, it shakes it a little bit. Whereas, hang on a second.
Order submitted.
Nope.
Order canceled.
It can. When you're trading into a 50, I'm trying to see if this is a viable trade or not.
Order submitted.
See, this is the one thing I
Order filled.
when I'm looking at manually trading and I'm looking at my brushes, for example, I like my brushes being through the orange indicator right here. Oh, this isn't a right line thing. This is something that I found. And it might be biting me right now.
Stop filled.
It got me. I like my brushes being through like this when I take a trade. We'll usually get this off when it's really close to the 50 and going up. When it's a little bit extended like this, coming off of a flat trend line, what'll happen is these brushes might be underneath it, and really I should probably just wait and only trade when the brushes are through. So I just took a loss there. What I was saying is when it comes to the 50, many times the 8 uni will pause, and that's enough to either give you a loss or something like that, or it very rarely just cuts right through it. And I don't know if there's a way we can set that up as a rule, or maybe it just equates to a volume zone. But I think it can be, and most of it is automated because it's based off of the triggers that you can put in the bots will reflect. I'm sorry, it was a long answer to your question. Can reflect bias, can reflect what side of the 50 you're on. There's a whole set of rules that you can set, and that's kind of what I want to start to do. And that's what's nice about the bots, because, and then there's a pattern recognition you can do also that equates to candlesticks as they refer to. There's a whole slew of rules that you can put together.
Order submitted.
Now this is more of a pullback, and I don't know if I really want to do this now.
Order
I'm gonna take
canceled.
it off. I don't really want to have my day. I was up a little bit, and now I kind of did 2 trades I don't like. But right now, you could set the automation up to take a trade that, breaks the 50, has the bias. We're not close to any volume zone right here. What I don't like about it is I've got green bias here, but I don't like, here again, flat on my 50. That's another I'm not sure if that is a rule or not. You definitely don't want to trade flat on your 8 unis. But here again, there's a whole slew of signals that you can adhere to and create your own strategy. And then they can be tested and to see what the percentage win rate is. Or optimized. And then certain times a day, certain strategies work better than others. And that's kind of, from my understanding, that is what some of the bots will do, is they collect the data. Now, this is a pretty good pullback signal. It's coming through. I don't like, and here again, I'm not sold on it yet, though. Well, seems like it did pretty good so far. It would have been a first target. Sounds like relaxing. Bot takes drone supply data. Yeah, a drone is a good way. Rory had a great example of that. You think of a drone that hovers over your property, let's say taking pictures for a realtor or something, and those drones kind of give a layout of the land and supply the data. Exactly. But the bots will take the trade. That's a perfect way to say it. Kind of like the Jersey drones. Yeah. Like I was saying, next Monday and Tuesday, I will not be here. So I'll tell Rory not to schedule a YouTube. Cash register. So you've got all of them going. So, as long as this 50's flat, there's not going to be a trade. Now, remember I said I thought the 50 had to come back in the 50 range. The price had to come back and kind of touch this 50 here. 50 moving average. It's going sideways. It's not just doing it dramatically down. It looks like it's just going to squeeze.
Order submitted.
I don't know if this is going to be a reversal or not. This is still flat.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Neutral event.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Now this is what we used to call a gap 50 trade. Nope.
Stop
Son of a
filled.
gun. An Ichimoku cloud. No, no, I gotta go to, you know what? I'm not gonna, you know what? We do have an Ichimoku, we do have that cloud indicator in right line trading. I might have to, I kind of perked my interest when you said that. Do you use it? Do you use it with Renko bars or do you use it with minute bars? See, that's always a risk when you've got your when you're trading this gap here and it's still I'll have to take a look at that again. I wanted to see what the auto was doing over here. Oh, that's not my auto. That's my trades. Okay, let's get back to it. We got about another half hour of trading. Let's see if we can recoup some money here. Flat 50, probably shouldn't have even traded it. No bias. I mean, it has some merit, but I really, really want to see it's got everything I'm looking for. I just wish it had a little bias associated with it. And it might, if I look at my, see this uses a different bias, but this has it going into a pivot on the, different settings. Well, it depends on what you're using, Rick. I mean, if you're using an 8 uni, I mean, all these indicators really they're a series of, if we're going up, you want to see them green. You want to see some acceleration in here. You want bias. Now, I can change my bias to be a little bit tighter. It's higher time frames. When you're using this type of setup, you're looking at higher time frames, and that's what these are indicating, that the higher time frames are in alignment. And you've got, in this case, you have an acceleration of buyers coming in the market. Now, I only have this in here because it helps me determine whether I want to trade, because over the past years in the room we've learned that, trading a flat 50 can be somewhat dangerous. Now, if I just wanted to scalp this for 50 bucks, I could do this all day long. When I see a big, like one of these like hammer type setups. And we did that the other day. It depends on what style trader you are. Are you kind of a scalp? Now, some scalpers will just trade little bites all day long. And I did that. I tested this the other day. I put a little, and I did it after the room was open, and I did it during the room. I said, every time I get a little hammer like this, I'm gonna get in the trade. And I did it for like 50, 60 bucks and one contract. And I hammered them out pretty quick. But here again, it depends on what style of trader you are. My goal is to try to get, a couple $100 on each trade. Now, could you say, well, why don't you just trade 5 contracts and just trade these? Probably could. Now with the auto strategy, do you need all of this? No, well, the auto strategy just uses basically this signal right here. And you can change it to trade bias and be north of the 50 with an acceleration dot. And then you just manage it. It's really what style of trader you are. Now I'm getting a little lag here. Now I just added another 8 unit. That could be the reason. So right now I've got a C2 because I need to be on the other side of this volume zone. It basically helps you anticipate what's going to happen. Okay, we're kind of flattened out right here. We got to get through the volume zone. You can see even the 20 range has kind of struggled through here. The 50 visited twice. It somewhat came up right here. Now I just need to see it pop through. We got bias. Need a green brush. Here we go.
Order submitted.
I don't know if that is established enough yet. Let's give it a try.
Order filled.
Got decent volume. Order flow's a little negative right now. I don't like that at all.
Stop
Oh,
filled.
you gotta be kidding me. All right. Man, that was suckered me right into it. I wasn't above the dead zone. Didn't even see that. VX spike, yeah. Oh, okay. And there's your pull back and go typically right here. This candle, I mean, it was... could have been a little cleaner. And what's happening is these pullbacks these pullbacks are a little bit more aggressive now than actually the trend going up. And just needed a little more to get through here. But it slowly has been going back to the 50. That is the modified cloud indicator that okay.
Order submitted. Order Order filled.
Are you kidding me? It is biting me again. Come on. I say this does not look like this was going in my favor. Just didn't, with that break on the 50. I'm like, what are you talking about? This thing's going. I don't want it to be a neutral event, but I'm break even right now, so
Stop filled.
oh gosh, it is not throwing me a bone today.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Now, I typically, when you have something get extended like this after its first move, this goes up. But it's just a matter if my brushes go up. My 20 uni looks like it's going up. My 50 is, I can't tell with these candles. My eyes aren't that good. Looks like my 20 uni is growing. Come on, just pop up. Another big pullback. Need my fractal going down, that's the problem.
Order filled.
Oh, man. Had better days. Watch it go up.
Order submitted. Order filled.
What is this signal? Oh. We'll throw it on the other signal and see what it does. See if it looks any different.
Stop filled.
Oh, brutal. Oh, I'm done this. Okay. Here again. It's one of those things I looked at and I said, do I want to trade with this going up without my brushes going through? Kind of answers my question. All right, let's I'll deal with the, of course it goes up now. Let me see what the cloud looks like. I don't know. Money management. Okay. Not very favorable to me today. Not when I was up a couple $100. Okay, let's a lot of big pullbacks all the way up. All right, well, everyone, we got about 9 minutes of trading left. Have a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you probably Thursday for the last hour of trading. I'm hopping back and forth between these two. Enjoy my, yeah, I'll still be working every day. I'm just going to the Fiesta Bowl next week. Next Monday and Tuesday I'll be gone. Yeah, I'm happy to. It's a playoff game. I'm a Penn State guy, so it's a. Should be a fun time. That's a nice place to see a bowl game. It's a. I've been there once before, and I was just like, wow, there's a. I like it much better than the Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl has a lot of history, but the Fiesta Bowl's is just a fun time.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Let's just see if this it's got a pretty good angle to it. This is swollen. Let's see if it blows through it. I mean, this is a little riskier trade. It's more of a gap trade in the 50. I don't have any bias. Don't have all my quants. This is pretty swollen up here. Let's see if this gets me another. No.
Stop filled.
Yeah, risk trade. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too. I'm gonna check that cloud out. I put it on my Signal C. I mean, you can barely see it in here. I gotta change some of the colors. Cancel. See, I traded right into the cloud here, right into the 50. We'll see how that works, because like I said, this is a cloud indicator. It's I'm going to see just how, just play around with it. When members bring things up, the audience brings things up to look at, I'll always take a look at it. Okay, last 4 minutes. Let's see if we can catch something here. This will probably be the last trade of the day, and then we'll have to sign off. But like everyone, have a safe holiday. Spend time with family. But definitely be safe out there, and I'll see you here on Thursday for the last hour of trading. Again, I don't expect a whole lot this week. Next 2 weeks probably just leading until we get after the first of the year. Might not be a whole lot going on. It's pretty much flattened out. Going right into a volume zone. I think this is a volume zone, and it's also the high of the session. So let's see if it's going to bounce through here, or come back and squeeze the 50 again. It's pretty much going sideways right now. There's little pops here and there. Here again, if you were a little scalping for little dollars here, you could pretty much take all these little pullbacks for little quick dollars. I might play with that a little bit after the market. Okay, everyone, I'm going to sign off here. Everyone have a blessed Christmas, blessed holidays, and we'll see you back here on Thursday. For the morning room, I'll be open Thursday morning at 6 a.m. And then for the YouTube, we'll do a last hour session. All right. Again, everyone have a blessed holiday. See you soon.